Today we're joined by a special guest. This is a big moment for Sarasota Paradise. We're officially welcoming our first international signing, midfielder Maximus Tainio. Is that correct?
Tainio, whatever you want.
Nice. Well, we're super excited to have you here in Paradise. As we ramp up our player signings for our first professional season, everyone in the community is super excited about the players that we're bringing onto Paradise. I know you have an incredible path. You were born in France, raised in Finland, developed in Tottenham Hotspur Academy, and carrying a legacy from one of Finland's most respected football families. So I'm really honored that you've chosen to take the step right here in Sarasota. So yeah, we're excited to have you and welcome to Paradise.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, cool. If you want, I guess start with giving a little background over yourself and your journey, and then we'll take it from there.
Well, my name is Maximus Tainio, and where do I start? I've lived my whole childhood around the world. I've lived in England. I've lived in Amsterdam, America as well, New York, when my dad played there. And about my own football career, I went as 16-year-old to Tottenham Hotspur. I got like selected from. We had a tournament with Tottenham, or we played against Tottenham with HJK in Finland. And then I went there, and then so I was, signed my first like professional contract at 18 years old, and from there, that's where my professional career started. I played there for 3 years, then came back to Finland, been around different teams, and now I'm joining Sarasota.
No, we're excited to have you, especially a player of your caliber that's played at such a high level. I think it'll be good. I was watching your highlights, and I don't think there was one goal that wasn't like top bin. So it was cool to see. So you grew up surrounded by the game from such a young age. Curious, what was like your earliest memory of the sport?
Well, basically, I was born with football. That's one of my first memories. But I just remember always like if it was Christmas or anything, I always wanted a football for like a present. And that's maybe my first memory I've ever had of football. I always wanted a football. Anywhere I go, even if I went to school or anything, I always had a football with me.
It's one of those things where like when you're a young age and you kick a soccer ball and then your parents are like, oh, okay, he's gonna be a soccer player.
Yeah.
No, yeah, love that. You've trained and played in several countries. How has that shaped you as a player and the person that you've become?
Well, it's taught me a lot about like football and different backgrounds and everything because been playing in different leagues and all that. I've learned so much about football, like respecting other players and like how to communicate with different players and learning their football styles in different leagues, especially in England. Like it was so tough. It was more like you had to be strong and win your duels. But then in Finland, I think it's more tactical. So for me, I've learned so much different. Like I've had so many different good opportunities around football. So
Yeah.
let's just say I've learned so much.
Yeah, no, it's very cool. And uh, I'm very curious to learn more about kind of your time at Tottenham, kind of playing there. What kind of lessons did you learn from being at Tottenham's academy, and what was your experience like? Because that's a world-renowned club, so I'm curious.
Well, for me, when I went there, because I was so young, I really didn't know what to expect. I was just like, oh, okay, it's another team I'm going to. But let's say the first 2 weeks when I went there, the training was like so high level. It was like it was under 17, the first team I played there with, and like I just saw like even if it was like a basic pass, like 3 4 meters, it was always high level and never missed a pass. Like we were like 16 years old. It was crazy to think that like you never miss a pass when you were there.
Yeah.
And then for me, I started learning that as well, like learn the basics. Then from the basics, that's where you like improve your career. And then I started going to like older age and under 18s, under 19s. Then I went to under 23s. Had a few trainings with the men's nat like first team as well, which was super exciting. And like you always saw when you went to the higher, like more the older levels, it was just the basics was unbelievable. Like
Yeah.
so high level.
No, yeah, that's interesting because really the difference, I think, the main difference between, semi-pro and professional or just the highest levels of professional soccer is like they can just do the most simple things with perfection
Mm,
and consistency. And
exactly.
like being able to do that, um, over the course of a season is super impressive and staying consistent with it. So no, yeah, that's really cool that you got to kind of experience that as well, and that you're bringing that into Paradise as we move forward. Um, so how does it feel to be starting a new chapter with Sarasota? And why Sarasota?
Well, why I chose Sarasota was well, obviously Mika from the same country. I've had a lot of talks with him and Marcus about like what you're creating in Sarasota. And to be honest, we had a lot of calls and talked about the football there and what they want to bring to Sarasota. And for me, it sounded perfect, exactly what I want to like. There was left nothing like why I wouldn't come. Obviously, it's Florida, it's different weather than Finland.
Yeah,
And for me, myself, I've always aimed to go abroad to play football because I've been playing in Finland, what, like 5 years. So for me, it was always the target to go somewhere abroad. And then this came, the opportunity. So I was like sold already, like in after two calls.
yeah, yeah. No, it's a cool city to be a part of. Have you been to Sarasota?
I've never been, I've only been around like New York and that area.
Yeah. Well, the city's changing a lot. It it's always been beautiful. But it's had a historical arts and culture scene, but now it's the demographics are changing significantly. So there's a lot more younger people coming here, entrepreneurs. Now there's a pro soccer team, so Sarasota really is becoming a cultural hub that people want to move to. So I think this is the perfect time for the growth of this club into the professional ranks, and then bringing caliber players like yourself. So that'll be cool, and I think when you get here, you'll feel like home very quickly. So I'm excited for you as well. And I've been a local here since I was 5, and this city has definitely kept me here. So no, it'll be cool. Um, as the club's first international signing, what does it mean to you to be part of something right from the beginning?
Well, for me, I feel so honored that I'm the first like abroad. It means to me like you guys really want me there, and I'm super excited to go to a team like where someone like wants me, and I just feel really honored and happy to have this opportunity to come to like abroad and be the first European. So come like I'm so happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. How would you describe your playing style to our fans who haven't really seen you much or don't know much about you? What can they
Well, my
expect?
playing style is I'm really energetic on the field. Like I run a lot, but I'm more like a I like to be on the ball. Like I always try to get myself on the ball. Like I love giving long passes to our strikers or anyone who would be. I love shooting. If you haven't seen the videos, and
Yeah.
for me, I've always been a person like I love being on the ball. Like
Right.
if we don't have the ball, I'm always trying to get like on it again, try to win it back as quickly as we can. What can I say? Yeah, I'm a football player. Like I love being on the ball. Like who doesn't like being on it? Yeah, I just love shooting and passing and all that
Yeah.
basics.
So the fans can expect an energetic player that likes to score goals, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm curious about your relationship with Mika. Like, tell me the story of how you guys know each other, and how your relationship kind of guided you down to choosing Paradise.
Well, I, I like knew Mika from like ages ago, but I've never like met him or anything. He's more like from my dad's side because they're both from North Finland,
Right.
and then obviously in Finland because the like it's not a big country. Everyone really, if you're in the football industry, everyone knows everyone.
Right.
And then Mika just gave me a text one day and like he said like he likes me as a player and he likes the playing style and he wants that kind of player to come to Sarasota. And then it really went from there. Like we've had a lot of calls, chats, but before that I didn't really know him.
Yeah. Gotcha. Gotcha. You mentioned your dad, and obviously is a big name in the soccer world. Can for the fans that don't know, can you give a little background on who he is and kind of his experience?
Well, he's been playing in Premier League and Ajax, and well, he played for Spurs, and then he's in the I think he has like 65 caps for the Finland national team. He's won the FA Cup in England, which is quite cool because Tottenham doesn't win many cups lately, but yeah, he's a respected football player in Finland, especially. And well, obviously he played in MLS as well for the New York Rebels,
Yeah.
which was quite cool.
Very cool, man. Well, you're following the legacy and doing a great job. So excited to see the kind of legacy that you leave behind here in Paradise, especially as the sport continues to grow in this country. I think, we don't really know where it's going to go, but it's growing so significantly in these small communities in the U.S. that it could really become kind of one of the central points of soccer worldwide. So a lot to be able to do here as a player to leave a legacy behind, as these clubs continue to grow and continue to evolve over time. Um,
Mm.
yeah, no, absolutely. Um, Moving on, I want to talk more about like our area of Sarasota, and I want to hear more about you as a person, like outside of the sport. Off the field, what are some of like the hobbies and interests that you enjoy?
Well, I love watching movies. I usually do that quite a lot if
Nice,
I'm at home. But then if I like going out, I like playing golf and different sports, tennis, ping pong, whatever it is.
nice.
Yeah, I like being with my mates and just like go for a coffee or something. Not too special or anything, but I just love being with people and like being social.
Cool. Well, all of those things fit in with Sarasota. Sarasota's got, like I said, a vibrant arts and culture scene. You're into photography, correct?
Yeah, yeah, I like photography. Yeah.
Cool. I mean, there's plenty of places to take great photos here. Um, we have like the Ringling Bridge and iconic landmarks, and then we have this little indie movie theater called Burns Court where they play like foreign films and stuff.
Mm,
We have Florida Studio Theater, the Circus, Sarasota Ballet. So there's a lot of things to do, especially for people that enjoy kind of the creative, artistic
yeah.
world. So I think you'll have a lot of fun, and we'll have coffee shops as well. So you and I can definitely get coffee when you
Perfect.
come down.
Sounds good.
Uh, cool. Is there something about Finnish culture you'd love to share with fans here? Maybe some fans don't really know much about Finnish culture, so I'm curious what maybe you could bring here to the locker room and with the fans.
Well, obviously the food is. I can imagine the food is so different. If I let's say if I bring some of the food we have here, and the players or any of the staff try it, you guys may not like it. So I might bring some different foods for like especially bread and that will like stay in the suitcase for a while for you guys. But what can I say? Well, in Finland we eat lunch and dinner very early. I'm not sure what guys you eat usually there, but like for us we eat lunch at like 11, and then dinner is at like 5 usually.
Yeah.
So I think for me that's quite early because in England or Spain the dinner was at like 8 or 9, and like it varies from time to time. But that's a good question. I'm not really sure
Yeah,
what's a good Finnish tradition to bring.
no, it's a
Maybe a few like language, like from the language side, maybe
yeah,
teach you guys a little because
yeah.
Finnish is not an easy language to learn. So
Yeah, absolutely. Because obviously pro sports is combining, especially in soccer, it's combining players from all walks of life. So it's cool to see, the blend of different cultures and how everybody kind of gets along and steps into this new world. So I'm excited to meet you and get a little bit of that myself. So cool. Moving on to our first professional season. What are your personal goals for your first season in Paradise?
for me, for myself, goals are like especially giving assists and goals because for me, I think that's what I've known for. And like being energetic in the midfield, like giving 100% every game in every training as well. And off the ball, I promise you guys, I'm gonna be like a guy, like a bulldog who always wants to like get the ball back. And yeah, for my like obviously as a new team in USL League One, I want to be as top as we can. Like I'm gonna aim high, like top three, top five would be amazing for us, and especially like in the cups, going as long as we can. Yeah, that's like those are my main goals.
Very cool. No, um, yeah, and it's good to have players that are coming in with those goals and are ready to kind of perform and put Sarasota at the top. We're not assembling a team that's just trying to compete. We're trying to win something and be, leave a lasting impression on the league, on our fans, and our community. So it's great that you're on that path as well. How do you see Sarasota Paradise growing in the years ahead? From the outside, right? We've been a semi-pro club for the past couple seasons, and now this is going to be our first professional season. So, from the outside, how do you see it growing?
That's a very good question. Well, for me as a player, from my side, the way I see it growing is like the things we do on the pitch, win games, beat a team everyone likes to watch. And for me, those are kind of things like, because as a fan, I can say I like watching a team who plays nice and like who plays good football. So from that perspective, I think that's a good way to like make Sarasota a big team and grow it more. And then obviously from the outside of football, maybe like integrating with the fans and like doing things with the fans. And I think those are like the few things I can say right now.
Yeah, no, absolutely. A big part of our club is to be integrated with the community, right? So our players are going to have lots of opportunities to meet fans, to be integrated with the culture of the city and the community, because that's the important part, right? Like we
Yeah,
want to be a team
exactly.
that represents its community, so that's awesome. I'll leave it with this. Any message to the community, to the fans, as we get ready for the our historic 2026 season?
Well, maybe come to the every game, and I promise you, from the first game to the end, we'll give our everything, and we will play football, the type of football that you guys will really enjoy to watch, and let's make it a great season.
Awesome. I love it. Well, it's great having you, great talking to you, and I'm super excited to meet you and even more excited to watch you play.
Perfect.